My friend who I haven't seen in 2 years is on holidays and he's in the same place as me. So I invited him out for dinner and we're sitting at dinner and we're there with my parents. But near the end of it, he looks at me and he goes, "Hey Finn, want to go out after?" Basically, for some context, I'd just been on a late night out on Monday and I'm going out on a late night tomorrow. And my good mate, he's saying go out again. Bro, I had not slept at all the last night. I would just want to go to bed, bro. But I couldn't turn him down. And I also was really excited to see him. I was in a great mood. So I was like, all right, we can do that. Because it was Christmas Eve and, it was going to be some interesting stuff going on that night, even if it was a Tuesday. But I messaged two of my other mates and we all end up meeting up. And you see, the thing is, this guy, as a kid, has always been super social. When we were in the same school, since the age of like 6 or 7, he's been the most popular dude. Everybody's always liked him. And he's naturally been like charismatic, right? And so I invite him out on this night with me and he meets my friends. He gets along with them super well. It's like he's known them forever. We have a great night. Maybe I'll put some photos up if I can be bothered editing. But basically, he was naturally sociable. And every time he met someone, it was clear that he was naturally sociable. And people just like that. And I want to get in this other story. It connects. But basically, the most important thing I want to share with this story is that this guy he just jumped on my back and just easily met all of my friends. I carried him to having a great night. He easily got along with everybody. And this is something that a lot of people can't do. Like, I have other friends who I'll introduce them to each other. They find it hard to get along. But basically, this other time, I was at this wedding and basically I have a bunch of cousins who I've never met until recently. And I was there at this wedding, first time meeting them, and we're having a laugh. I get along with them super well. And me and one of my cousins, we go for a walk and I'm showing him my YouTube channel. He's like, wow, what do you talk about? And I say, I used to struggle with loneliness. I used to struggle talking to people. He said, you don't seem like that. You seem like you're naturally confident. And you get the link here, naturally confident, like my friend who he met these people, he got along with them super well, met loads of people that night, super friendly guy, just because he was naturally confident. And I seem to have given off this vibe to my cousin. Like, honestly, I didn't think I was that social. I don't always feel that confident, but it doesn't matter. That's what my cousin thought. He thought that I was super charismatic. He said that at least. He said he didn't think that I'd ever struggled being social. Like, he wouldn't have been able to guess. And what I learned from this was I actually know exactly how to go from being someone who struggled with loneliness, struggled with social skills, to being seen as naturally confident. I know that's a little bit of an ego, but I think that if you're struggling with being socially confident, I know that I have things that can help you. I know that I on purpose tried to change and I did a few certain things, and that's what allowed me to develop as a person. That's what allowed me to finally get these social skills. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I did to always appear naturally confident. And remember the benefits. My friend who was naturally confident, he could do whatever. He could have a great convo with anyone he wanted. Met loads of people that night. Okay. So the first thing that really, really helped me to become more social, I want to share this story. It's a mindset that you can only understand if you hear my story. So basically, I was at my friend's party, and this is the most recent example of this, but I was speaking to everyone and I was getting along with them really well. And my friend, a couple of days later, he said, "Oh yeah, everybody at that party really liked you." But during the party, there was this one girl, she was talking to this guy, and me and my friend, we went over and we introduced ourselves. Within like 5 seconds, I'd asked like 2 different questions. And the second question I had was, "Oh, are you talking to this guy?" So one girl and one guy randomly standing in a corner. And all I did was I said, "Oh, are you guys together?" She said, "No." I'm like, "Oh yeah, my bad." But immediately after that, she just kind of walked away and was super disrespectful for me the whole night. And she told my friend a couple days later when he told me, "Oh yeah, most people at the party liked you, but this girl didn't like you," right? He told me that and I was like, well, I knew that, but why? She didn't even give me a chance. I spoke to her literally like 5-10 seconds. She hardly even spoke to me. But I realized I relearned something. Even if you're having a great time and it seems like everyone likes you, there's always going to be one dickhead who doesn't like you. And usually it's because of their own personal problems. And honestly, interesting part of the story is that the friend who told me that this girl didn't like me, he doesn't like her anymore either. And this really helped me understand a point that is really hard for a lot of people. That not everyone is going to like you. There's going to be some random person who doesn't like you. And usually it's because they see something in you they don't have themselves. That's complicated, but basically she was insecure. And once you understand this, it allows you to be more free, to not get so upset when certain people don't like you. Because if you understand that it's fully normal for some people to not like you. I don't know anybody who's never had a person who's disliked them. The only people who are like that have no life at all. So I don't want to be like them anyways. But super important. Understand this and remember it. Keep trying to remember it. Look for examples of it in your real life. But I want to get on to the next point. I was with my friend for his birthday one night, and basically he'd got a group of guys together and we'd all gone out to this event, this venue thing that was going on online. And maybe if I'm not lazy, I'll remember to edit in a video. But basically, ended up at the start of the night, I was not really feeling it. I wasn't really feeling confident. I wasn't really talking to that many people. But I messaged my really good friend because this guy, I've known him ages. I'm super comfortable around him. And as soon as he arrived, what do you know? I started talking to more people. I started having a really good time. Mate, I had a fucking wonderful night that night. And hopefully I remember to edit in videos. I'm going to chuck down a note to edit it in because I always forget. But basically what I learned from this night is that if you're around friends that you're really close with, really comfortable with, and usually these are guys that you've known for a long time, then I find that you're able to tap into some kind of confidence that you normally never can. You can do things and you can destroy social anxiety instantly. And sometimes all it takes is just a certain person's presence. And you might be wondering like, well, how do I even get that kind of friend? Because a lot of people don't even have one super close friend. And honestly, I feel for you, bro, because all my super close friends except one, they all live overseas because I didn't grow up in Australia. And so I understand that when you don't have these super close friends, because this guy, he didn't live in Australia for a long time. Sorry, I didn't see him for like a year. During that time when I had no super close friends, it was really hard to go through life. Like it was just so much harder meeting good people. And once him and I got together, which is the guy that came out with me that night, I felt like I could tap back in this confidence. But I also made a couple more friends who I have this vibe around, who I do feel really comfortable with. And I want to share exactly how you can make that. Because it's just such a meaningful thing. Like there's nothing better than being so close with someone that you have unlimited confidence around them. There's nothing more valuable than that. So basically when I had left my home city, I moved to Australia. I went back on holidays, and in the past, we actually hadn't hung out that much. Like we'd gone to school together for such a long time, but we didn't hang out much at all. And so we planned to meet up. And see, the thing is, I've known him pretty much my whole life. He's always been a friend, a good friend, but he's never been somebody I constantly talk to. But after I started hanging out with him a lot these next few weeks, he's my best friend right now. Like undoubtedly, it's not even a question. Like I'm so close with him, and the best friend, like it's kind of cringe to call someone that, but when you're so close to somebody, you speak to them so much and you trust them so much, it's fair enough to say that. And the difference between him and some other people I'm really close with is that I've known him for such a long time, but we weren't this close the whole time. We were just friends, pretty good friends at certain times. But the lesson I learned here after I reached out to him was that there are going to be people who you grow up with, right? And, some of them you lose contact with, but I reckon there's probably some guys from your secondary school who you were kind of friends with, but you haven't seen in a long time. Well, why not just message them? Why not reach out to them? Because usually the people you've known for a super long period of time, it won't be hard to get along with them if you reconnect. And when you finally meet up with them again, you might be so close. You might find you get along so much better than in the past that you become super close and you make one of these friends who, they just seem to give you these magical abilities like you're a fucking wizard. Honestly, so worth it. If I didn't reach out to this friend after I'd left, I wouldn't be living the same life and I wouldn't have done half the shit that I've done. Thank you for watching this video, bro. Have a great day. Click the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. You can send me a message if you have any questions. Take care.